The Chinatown Cheap Eats 16 is a little different than the rest. All of these spots are new and open within the past year. Now, are they still cheap? Are they still good? Can they compete with the OG spots? Maybe they offer something different. Hit that like button and find out.
All right, you guys, leading off this episode of Chinatown Cheap Eats, we are in front of Hakka Cuisine. Now, I'm telling you, this might very well be one of the best new Southern Chinese restaurants in all of America.
Guys, the chef is Hakka. They are serving up some of the best Hakka dishes. I know a lot of people out there probably haven't had a lot of Hakka food, or maybe you haven't even heard of Hakka people, but if you haven't, hopefully you're gonna learn about the food and culture right now.
It is delicious, it is affordable, and it's brand new, and it's right in the heart of Chinatown. Check it out.
All right, everybody, starting off round one here at Hakka Cuisine, we have some very uniquely Hakka dishes here. And I know that real quick, the restaurant looks very fancy, but I think you can get some really good lunch special deals right here. You can eat for lunch for $11. This is a lunch portion right here.
That's the cheap Chinatown Cheap Eats part.
We got our first dish here, which is actually the stuffed tofu Hakka style. Lydia is off the camera. She's going to say the name in Cantonese, Mandarin, and Hakka.
Hakka 用豆腐，客家酿豆腐，Hakka 用豆腐。
Oh, yo, the Hakka sounds different, man. All right, you guys, this is the Hakka stuffed tofu. Like we said, this dish, I never ate this growing up, Andrew, because we are not Hakka. A lot of times, I actually am not that big of a fan of meat stuffed tofu, but I'm telling you, it absolutely works in the Hakka stuffed tofu, man. Moving on to the mu choy kao yok. This is actually braised pork belly. And if you know, guys, about Hakka cuisine, they're very nomadic people, Andrew. They braise and they stew a lot of stuff, and they use a lot of preserved veggies and a lot of salty things.
I would say that this is a Cantonese classic, but I guess, man, maybe Hakka people started it.
Yeah, no. A lot of things that we eat as Cantonese people, Andrew, we don't even know the original origin. You know, they could be Chiu Jiao or they could be Hakka, just like the mu choy kao yok. This is the yim sir gai, which is a saltwater chicken. Honestly, it does remind you, obviously, and over the years it's been blended a lot with Cantonese food, but I'm telling you, Hakka food has its own unique flavor profile. Moving on.
All right, Lydia, we got the fried eggplant, but how do you say it in Cantonese, Mandarin, and Hakka?
椒盐茄子，椒盐茄子，椒盐口子。
Jiao yang ke zi. Oh, man.
Jiao yang ke zi.
And guys, as an appetizer, this is only $9.95. That's a super good deal.
Yo, I've never actually had jiu yim kezi before. This is my very first time having salt and pepper fried eggplant like it was squid.
Ooh. You know what one of my favorite dim sum dishes is of all time, though? It's the fried eggplant with the shrimp paste inside. So I don't know if the fried eggplant influence came from Hakka people.
I'm ready to put my house in a circle. Sesame chicken. See, I'm not even good at identifying American Chinese dishes. Obviously, you've got the mapo tofu too.
That sesame chicken is delicious. But I would say this mapo tofu, based on what I know about Hakka food, how they use so much preserved vegetables, I would say the mapo definitely has more preserved veggies in this, so maybe it's got the little Hakka twist on it. And just a reminder, for $10.95 for a lunch special, you can get the mu choy kao yok, you can get rice and a soup all together for like 11 bucks. That's a Chinatown cheap eat. Dude, this is pork, sweet and sour pork balls on ice with fruit. This is like something I never imagined I would eat before.
Yo, this might be the root dish, Andrew, of sweet and sour pork at all the takeout spots.
Oh my gosh.
And Hakka people, they do like fruity meats. Like, because in Taiwan, Andrew, one time we went to a Hakka restaurant that was all like fruit and meats together.
Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. 10 years ago, we ate a bunch of meat and fruit. That was crazy in Taiwan. Yeah, because there's a lot of Hakka people in Taiwan. Hakka people are one of those groups of people from like Guangdong that really went everywhere. Their diaspora is crazy. They went to Jamaica, they went to South America.
Went to India.
They went to India, right? Hakka Chinese food is really trendy right now. Man.
Moving on, Andrew, to the fried pork belly. Lydia, what is this called?
Hakka 炸猪腩，客家炸猪腩，Hakka 炸猪腩。
All right.
Zatulan.
Andrew, I believe the Taiwanese Hakkas would make this version a little bit more red. So there is even variation. Like we said, Hakka cuisine in Chinatown, Andrew, more of a Canto Hakka vibe.
Deep fried pork belly. Haven't had this one before. Bro, I'm getting like some sweet apple fritter vibes.
Guys, I do like the red yeast versions that are Hokkien mixed with Hakka, but being Kanto, I gotta say, I might prefer the Kanto Hakka versions.
Oh man. That is good.
All right, you guys, we've got the minced beef with a fried mai fun cake. Salted egg yolk pumpkin slice which has been fried. I would say, Andrew, every time I've been to Hakka cuisine, I gotta get this. I don't care where I am, I'm getting this on the menu.
All right, you eat that, and in the spirit of New York City, I'm gonna take these slices. Oh, that's a crispy pie.
I'm telling you, you have no idea how many egg yolks you have to make to make pumpkin taste that eggy.
Ooh.
Like how many you have to break down into it is crazy.
Scale of 1 to 5, how eggy is that?
5.
Yo, man, I think this dish is really interesting because I've had minced beef soup before, but being able to put it on kind of a crispy noodle slice is actually totally different. It changes the texture. I love grilled noodles. I love how it's a little bit burnt too. This is a really cool dish. I recommend you try this out.
So you saying this is a different type of Hakka New York slice? This ain't a traditional New York slice. We nailed a little Italy, but yeah, let's take a look.
It's not a cheese stretch, it's a noodle stretch. Good. All right, should grill noodles more. Here we have an award-winning dish from their chef.
Roasted chicken skin with taro shrimp paste in the middle. So they replaced the chicken meat, bro.
Guys, listen, from here you can't tell. You think it's gonna be chicken meat. You lift it up and there's just shrimp and taro. So let's go for it, guys. Ba fakai. Never in my life.
That's good.
And our last dish is gonna be the sticky rice stuffed chicken wings. Lydia, in Chinese though, what do we call this?
Lo mai yang gai yan.
Lo mai learn gai yik. They nodded their heads. I got it.
You know what's really interesting is that most people probably associate stuffed chicken wings with something from Thailand or Laos, but here we are getting it at a Hakka cuisine. Who knows? What if they all came from the same root influence? Wow. That is like a mini Chinese-American Thanksgiving turkey dinner. Because oftentimes they'll stuff the turkey in a Chinese-American family with lo mai kai, and this was like a lo mai kai stuffed wing. Delicious. This is like a mini ABC Thanksgiving in one bite.
Lo mai kai yung kai yik.
Banger.
All right, everybody, and then we gotta end off with some Cantonese classics, but done in their own Hakka cuisine style. What do we have here?
Hoi xin chao mi.
Hoi xin chao mi. This is a seafood chao mi, and of course you guys know this is the crispy style, roasted on the bottom, and then we have fried rice here.
Ooh, this is the golden fried rice. Now, what makes it unique? Is it these like golden pieces of egg?
Ooh, going in for a bite. Yo. Just take a look at the spoonful. Guys, when you got that many layers and little details in it, that's when you know the fried rice is fire.
I like omakase as much as the next person, but take some of your omakase money and come on down to Hakka cuisine.
Whoa. Guys, shout out to Hakka Cuisine. I mean, they are serving up some exclusively, uniquely Hakka dishes, but along with that, they're pumping up the classics, guys, and honestly, it's super affordable. The lunch menu looks great. I'm gonna come here for lunch, only $11. You can't beat it. Chinatown Cheap Eats. Shout out to Hakka Cuisine. All right, our next spot on Chinatown Cheap Eats is Guy Kitchen in the Mott Street Eatery. It's a new stall. They are bringing authentic Thai-style khao mun gai, you know, Hainan chicken rice or chicken rice, whatever you want to call it. They're bringing the authentic version to Mott Street Eatery, to Chinatown. They got fried Thai eggs, that's very popular, and then they have different types of wings and stuff, so it's all really cheap, guys. $9 can get you a large. Let's check it out. Guys, here we have the authentic Thai steamed chicken rice. Now, obviously, a lot of different countries, from Vietnam to Singapore to China, they all do their own version, but everybody does a little bit differently. Obviously, the steamed one, the classic, is called khao mun gai. The roasted one is called gai ap, and then the chicken wings are called gai tod. And then they have the deep fried eggs right here. I'm gonna show you. Oh my gosh, that is deeply, freshly fried. At $9 for a large, protein and carb, this has gotta be one of the best deals in Chinatown right now. I'm afraid, I don't know if they'll have to raise their prices eventually. That's pretty juicy, and the rice is even a little sticky. I know a lot of people have had the steamed version, but this is the roasted Thai chicken, the gai op. And I know that this is very, very popular in Malaysia. Man, I just like the brown skin. It's roasted nicely. This is a nice piece of dark meat right here. The sauce is a little bit different. It's not the ginger sauce. It's a little bit more of the pungent fish sauce dip. Here we have the wings, $10 for 5 of them. I got them with a little bit of spice on it. These are called gai tad. Not gonna lie, it's probably my favorite stall here at Mott Street Eatery. Ending off, I got the drinks. Usually they have mango sticky rice as a dessert, but they ran out today. I'm gonna try the chicken broth real quick. I have a pink drink and I have a fresh Thai iced tea. Dude, honestly, gai chicken is the perfect lunch food. When you're talking about chicken, you have your protein, you have your rice. It's fairly light, fairly healthy, and fairly cheap, guys. It's really hard to beat, and I just love to see these concepts come more into Chinatown. I know that there's other spots in Chinatown that serve chicken and rice, but as a spot that just specializes in it, I like to see it. Guys, I mean, the truth is, I think a lot of Chinatowns are turning a little bit more Pan-Asian, but it doesn't mean that even the people are not Chinese, to be honest, because there is so many Thai Chinese people, and I believe the people back here, even though they're from Bangkok, they're probably, you know, have a lot of Chinese lineage. So I think it's just really cool to be opening up new concepts in Chinatown that are very cheap, and at the end of the day, it is all part of the Chinese diaspora, in a way. Dude, this is the most busy stall here, I'm telling you. Come to Gai Kitchen. We're inside of Noodle, the new location here on Jefferson Street. We're here with Kenny and his uncle who are running this spot. Yo, Kenny, what do you guys, how would you describe the food at Noodle? Because it's a little bit different than other Canto spots.
Generalizing, you know, Hong Kong cuisine is what we specialize in. Soup dumplings. This is just not just a business, it's culture, you know, it's a family business owned, and, you know, just trying to make a good home cooked styled food generally for the community in this area, yeah.
Trying to make like kind of this high-end expensive seafood accessible to more people. Especially abalone, because we all know abalone is like, little abalone can cost a lot.
I'm not waiting 3 days for the Buddha jumps over the wall dish. I'm not waiting 3 days for it.
And the sea cucumber also.
All right.
Sea cucumber, you need 3 days. And also the fish maw. So now we try to make this a more popular dish that you can order right now.
So I like the concept. I like it. You make it something that was premium, more accessible.
All right, here we have some of Noodle's signature dishes. What are we looking at?
A hot pot rice, a Chinese sausage.
Right, this is called bo zai fan, right?
Bo zai fan.
And you said
La mei
specifically
bo zai fan.
la mei bo zai fan.
My personal favorite.
What is this?
肥媽炒粉.
Yep, it's a fat ma rice roll. In Chinese, it would be 肥媽炒腸粉.
And then this is, of course, a classical wonton
signature
noodle, right?
wonton noodle soup.
I mean, it is called Noodle, so I'm sure the noodles gotta be good.
Yes.
Has to be.
In Hong Kong, there was a lot of Shanghainese food because a lot of people from Shanghai went to Hong Kong too, so.
Oh, that's a good one. This one looks super high quality. This looks a lot like a Din Tai Fung Xiaolong Bao
I like that.
versus a Zhou Xiaolong Bao.
It's good. It's good.
All right, so starting off with the bo zai fan, it has like 3 or 4 different types of preserved meats. I'm gonna put on the sweet soy sauce. This is only $14 for a bo zai fan. Look at how big this is. I might get this little piece
No,
of
the
ham
bo zai
in there
fan one
too.
came with the dark soy sauce.
Wow.
All right, next up we've got the ao lam right here. Of course, this tendon piece is the ao gun. And yeah, it's just really, really important, man, because if you get a bad piece of ao lam, you're gonna be chewing on it for like 2 weeks.
That's good. Show this right.
Oh my goodness, Andrew, that is a big piece of gun. Ao gun. Low key, a lot of people don't know this radish, this lopap, this adds a lot. Like, it's kind of a sleeper root, you know, because a lot of people would not put this root very high on the hierarchy.
Right.
But it's up there.
Because a lot of people think it doesn't have that much flavor, but think of like lo bako, which is that dim sum dish. It's made out of the same thing. Radish cake. One of my favorite dishes here is the Fei Ma Churng Fun. This is not just any other Churng Fun. It's like fatty beef stir-fried in with rice rolls.
Yo, this is almost like the chopped cheese of rice rolls. What you guys do that's different, because a lot of people don't have this dish, right?
They don't have that.
As you can see, the rice rolls are kind of fried on one side right there. It's a little crispy. What I love about this wonton is like the ends of the skin is still very silky, and then the inside is gonna be still a little bit firm though. It all holds together. This wonton mean is comfort food right here. We got noodle uncle here, all right.
You don't even know what we're about to look.
Tell us what we're looking at. Woo!
Oh!
That is a very traditional Chinese food. That is the abalone, sea cucumber, the dry sea cucumber, and the fish maw.
Wow! So
That is the fish maw.
Yeah, this
The
is
white
probably
one.
something that mostly only Chinese people will order, right?
Yeah.
specifically Cantonese people maybe. All
But
right.
now I try to make it more popular.
Hey, noodle right here.
Yo, she get.
Wow.
I'm going in on the bao yu. That's the cheapest ceremonial banquet dish you can get that's still good.
All right, last but not least, Kenny, we have another one of your guys' signature dishes.
This is
What do
the
you call it?
3 meats with pearl noodles. In Chinese would be samsi and zhenfan.
Yeah, and what I like about these pin noodles is very unique. I think they're also called, what, they're called pearl and pin noodles?
Yes,
I've heard
correct.
both.
Pearl and pin noodles.
Dude, stir fried, it's delicious.
I know Dad is a fan of cooking the anzhen fun. I remember every Sunday morning.
Well, I like this because it has some bell peppers in there and it has a lot of green onions and there's just kind of a freshness that also comes along with it. So definitely, guys, look at the color of this dish. You gotta try it. Overall, I love Noodle's new Jefferson location, man. It is the definition of a Chinatown cheap eat. Every dish here ranges from like $10 to $16, minus the seafood one, of course. But honestly, everything is super affordable. It's great for sharing, lots of good flavor, and you will have some dishes that you probably haven't seen at other
No,
spots.
you know what I love about it is bringing the accessibility to dishes that you would really need to be at like a higher end spot down to, you know, making it accessible for everybody and affordable for it. It doesn't matter who you are.
Thank you. All right, our next spot on Cheap Chinatown Eats is the brand new Bao Tea House. This is their second location in the city. It is something the neighborhood has never seen. And yes, they designed this place to almost maybe feel like Japan. All right, what's cool is they have a whole lot of unique baos and they actually warm them up for you, okay? You have everything from the savory, the sweet, the guava baos, the rice baos, and then also upstairs, they have a whole area where you and your friends can go sit down on the short stools, hang out, and just, it looks cool. All right, we're about to try all the baos here at Bao Tea House. They're about $4.25 each. If you get two, you can save a little bit of money there. Man, this really just feels like a Kinokuniya, you know, which is like a Japanese bookstore or like, you know, a Momofuku. This is the chocolate bao. Wow. Matcha bao. Ooh. Oh, that's the veggie one actually. It looked like matcha on the outside. Ooh, beautiful baos. All right, this is the Valentine's one. Rose custard in the middle. Oh my gosh. Oh, rose flavor to the max. You know, when it comes to formats that are universal to people, it's kind of like the dumpling, the sandwich, the bao. These are just things that people just like to eat. So it's really cool that Bao Tea House was able to do so well with their first location that they've really expanded. All right. Oh, that was the egg one. I was looking for this one.
I'm so sorry.
Whoa. Let's see what this one is. Ooh, that's the chicken bao. Ooh, spicy. These meat ones are really cool because they remind me of empanadas, except they're a lot softer and they have that little sugar topping. This is an egg custard bao. All right, finishing off, for 2 onigiris, you can get it for $8. And then for 2 pork belly baos that are freshly made, they're about $8.50. Let me test these out. These are small, but they taste really good. All right, here we got the chicken curry onigiri. Oh, very soft. Oh my gosh, it's almost falling apart. What's cool about Bao Tea House is that you can just get a snack and only spend maybe $4, $5, $8, or you can go all out, get a drink, a couple snacks, share it amongst friends, and then just have a good time. Of course, Starry Night with the pea flour. Refreshing and fun. Hey, it is Instagram worthy. Next up on Cheap Chinatown Eats, this is not the cheapest though, but we are here at Michael Matcha, which is connected to the new Kura Ramen, which is on Bowery, okay? So it looks really cool in that Kura Ramen, guys. The seating and like stacks on top of each other in these hexagonal shapes. Anyways, we're talking about matcha. So this matcha with the gold flake was $14 after tax. You can get it with a swirl, so it's half hojicha, half matcha, but anyways, it's premium, okay? This is part of the wave of Japanese companies getting bought out or for whatever reason being franchised and now opening up in Manhattan. This is actually really good. It's pure matcha, very soft. And it's really interesting on this corner of Bowery. It's kind of becoming this little miniature like Japanese concept town. But basically a lot of these Japanese concepts, whether it's Prince Tea House, which is based off of like Japanese, French, or British tea houses, and then Kura Ramen, which I believe it started from the Taiwan, but is a Japanese restaurant. And then you have this yakitori spot that's owned by Chinese over here. So it's like all Chinese-owned Japanese concepts here on Bowery Street. And they're kind of big, kind of nice, kind of new. Check them out. Who would have known that the meal that the railroad workers in Taipei were eating 70 years ago would still hold up to this day? Here I got some chilled doujiang, aka soy milk. Wow, 真的好喝.
What do you think about the tres leches cake?
Pretty good.
Is it delicious? On a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
All right, our next spot on Cheap Chinatown Eats is actually in Little Italy, but we're here at Cappy. And don't cap here. No capping, no capping. This is the best tres leches because it is a Mexican chain from Mexico, guys. Tell us about it.
We have ice cream here. We have the strawberry, passion fruit, pistachio, cookies and coffee, vanilla, chocolate, and butter pecan.
All right, so what about the tres leches? What is so good about the Mexican tres leches at Cappy? It's down all the other Spanish styles.
It's different because the meal is concentrated in the bread, and the Dominican is the meal is in the bottle.
Oh, so the Mexican style of tres leches cake, the milk goes into the cake.
Yes. It's a sponge cake.
Trying Mexican tres leches in Chinatown, and this might be the best tres leches I ever have in my life. This is the mixed fruit one. Oh my gosh, it's super juicy and moist. Whoa, that is the perfect blend. It tastes like one of those Cantonese fruit wedding cakes with the light cream and the fruit in the middle, except fused with the tres leches. That's a beautiful fusion here in Chinatown. Here I have the cappuccino one. Let's see if I feel the caffeine kick. $7 a slice. It's not the cheapest thing you can buy in Chinatown, but share this between two people and you're good to go. Man, hey, you weren't capping. This is the best.
Very good.
Muy bien.
All right, you guys, next up on Chinatown Cheap Eats, we got a stall from Mott Street Eatery by way of Taiwan. A lot of people consider these the best dumplings in New York City. Let's see if it's true. Hey. Tell us about San Miwago, man. Are these the best dumplings in New York City? Some people say
yes, it's on the New York Times already. The last one, the most in the inexpensive restaurant for the 2022.
What is so good about this jiaozi machine? I've seen it before.
That's it. There's a guy order, you have 3 in 1 cup.
All right, you guys, so they got a few dishes that they do not have at the other San Miwago, which is only guotiers. This is a dong quai soup. They said this is a traditional lamb bone soup, very popular in mainland China. Over here is the noodle mian, and yeah, this is supposed to be Taiwanese style, but if you know about Taiwanese style, even in Taiwan, they got a bunch of different versions of it, but I think the thing that typifies it is definitely this noodle thickness and the presence of the preserved green veggies.
Upon trying this Nero, man, I gotta tell you, it is herbaceous AF, and that is very authentic. Listen, I'm telling you, this is for like Chinese people. It's very herby, but it's very good. The shank is good, the broth is good, but yes, very herby.
Honestly, you really feel the Xinyan Kuaile vibes in here. This is a shrimp guotie. This is a chicken guotie. Chicken is a little bit more modern. You know, a lot of people cannot eat pork. And of course, you got pork and shrimp. This is the #1. This is the signature here at Sammy Wago. This is actually a pidan tofu. Pidan is this century egg. This tofu is, you know, right here. All right, you guys, Sammy Wago was rated the #1 dumpling spot in New York City. So we gotta see, because sometimes the media tells lies, but sometimes it tells the truth. Good. All right, you guys, let me know in the comments section below, what do you guys think of chicken meat inside of the tortillas? Traditionally, it's always been pork for centuries, but sometimes you gotta get on with the more modern proteins, guys. Yo, the chicken one is a 5 out of 5. Listen, guys, all of these were $8 except the shrimp and the pork, which is $10. This is the one I'm about to try right now. Guys, I don't know if it's the absolute best, but it might be. Come to Sammy Wago's, check it out. They don't just have tortillas and dumplings here, guys. They've got the sweet potato cho or chuk or kanji, whatever you want to call it in whatever language. Of course, you got the peanuts with the sardines or anchovies, with this cucumber with the noodle, which is just like a beef shank. It's very like tendony.
Oh, it's a hard-working Chinese man.
Next up on our newest edition of Chinatown Cheap Eats, we've got Tipsy Shanghai. They got other locations around Manhattan. This is probably one of the most authentic Shanghainese restaurants you can get in the whole city. We're gonna get xiaolong baos, shengjian baos, and spring rolls. You guys, we are looking at shengjian bao for $8, xiaolong baos for $7, and spring rolls for $7, man. I think, first of all, this is something a lot of people in New York City don't really know about, the shengjian bao. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that's like a gigantic xiaolong bao. You know, there's a lot of different styles of this bao around China. Some people do the crispy skin that's like tough, and then some people do the mantou skin. Listen, guys, there are a lot of good xiaolong baos around the city. This happens to be the one that reminds me the most of the street side stalls in Shanghai. Oh my goodness, look at that drip. Next up, you've got the chunjuan. This is $6 here. This spot is brand new to Chinatown. It's very authentic. They're playing the Shanghai, Jiangsu, Zhejiang region, Watertown music in the background. Check it out. Compare it versus the New York style. You still might like Joe's. You still might like 498 or whatever, but it's worth a shot.
Guys, welcome to East Season. Basically, it's a brand new build out. It's owned by Cantonese now. It took over Food Station that was on Canal Street. Guys, Food Station is a super like hole in the wall. You probably didn't go there, but anyways, here's what they're serving now. They got a lot of nice roast meat, siu mei. This is a samping fan, aka 3 treasure rice, only $11, very hefty. Got veggies. I like the veggies here, man. It's not that chopped cabbage. It's the real gailan. And then you have your meats. Let's take a look at it. I like how it's this darker reddish maroon color and not just the bright red color seasoning, you know, that chashu often has. Just as I expected, that chashu was delicious. Here I have the siu ap duck. Looks a little bit trim, a little bit lean. We'll see. Okay. Duck's not bad, not the best that I've had though. Let's try the pho yuk, aka the siu yuk. Ooh, okay. A lot of meat, a little bit of skin. I'll tell you this, I think covering Chinatown and all the new spots that always popped up, I think there was a sense that people were getting that Cantonese food was going away. It's actually not. This is a fully Cantonese seafood restaurant. They have all the crab fried rices, everything that you want. So what I'm guessing is that it's just new people. I think a lot of people from maybe Guangzhou or wherever, they're coming here, they're opening up shops. Cantonese food is still very much around and there are new spots popping up and they are busy because guess what? Actually, the type of Chinese food that a lot of people in America first had is still Cantonese food. So, I mean, that's why there's hence all the non-Asians here.